this fictional world where mystical artifacts known as Remnants are bound to the leaders of various nations, which are used to bestow peace and protect their citizens, while the unbound Remnants are subject to collapse and therefore spawn an influx of monsters, our hero Rush stumbles across a massive battle between the nation of Athlum and a horde of monsters while he is in pursuit of his sister Irina, who is recently kidnapped right in front of him. The leader of Athlum, David, uses his remnant to destroy a vast majority of these monsters, while Rush's pendant protects him from the blast. Rush was also able to protect one of David's 4 generals, which David sees this as an act of honor and escorts him back to the city. Once back at Athlum, Rush agrees to aid David in making Athlum an independent nation in return for their support to help him rescue his sister. As the story progresses, the use and abuse of remnants awaken the Conqueror, whose goal is to liberate all remnants and to lay waste to those who oppose him. The battle system is very unique in that you aren't really able to specifically select which attack skill you will use, just the type of attack such as regular, special, or magical type. You can go into each character's abilities and block them from using specific attacks in order to increase the odds of them using the type of skill you are wanting them to use in battle. Another interesting setup is that instead of just having one person per party member slot, you now have unions which consist of 1 to 5 party members, and you'll be able to have up to 5 unions by the end of the game. Before signing a leader and other party members to a union, you'll need to choose a formation, which each one has its own benefits as well as different perks and nerfs to the leader, front, back, and or flanking units in that formation. If you assign the appropriate members to the correct positions in the union, your formation will become a higher rank, increasing the union stats and bonuses. There are also various side quests and guild missions you can complete in order to gain better loot from the enemy drops, as well as recruiting new leaders for unions. A word of advice: unless you're trying to get the Platinum Trophy, do not complete all the side quests in the game. If you do, you'll be locked into fighting the hardest version of the final boss, which took me several hours of grinding in order to max out my party members' levels, as well as to farm items in order for them to upgrade their equipment. Since the game doesn't have a trophy for beating it, I'm going with the PSN's estimate of 20% of the people who played the game beat it, with only a 2.8% platinum success rate, meaning that 14% of those who beat the game managed to get the platinum trophy. The rarest trophy to get is Reduce, Reuse, Recycle, which you have to disassemble 300 pieces of equipment. It took me a few hours to get used to the battle system, and after spending close to 100 hours of playing the game in order to get the platinum trophy, I still don't fully understand how the union system works. I did enjoy the gameplay a lot though, but then again, I tend to like games that require purposeful grinding and focus more on gameplay than on storylines.